The biggest lie in the world. I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Are you guilty of doing this? Well, don't feel guilty, because you're part of the 92% of people who also don't read the terms and conditions. So either 8% are definitely lying, or you have all the time in the world. A study has shown that reading the average American's digital contracts would take about 250 hours a year.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
That is equal to watching the complete Game of Thrones series 4 times in 1 year. So the real question is, how enforceable is it really? It is known that even Apple's employees haven't read their own terms and conditions, which is also very understandable since it's about 57 pages long. Apple iTunes Terms and Conditions contains about 20,000 words, where Macbeth, the play written by Shakespeare, contains about 18,000. Just like Lady Macbeth said, "Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it." The terms and conditions that fill our daily lives are exactly like the hidden serpent. It is presented so innocently, with a beautifully designed tick box where you can just click and proceed. There are actually 2 different types of terms and conditions methods that companies use. The first type is the browse wrap agreement. So you are not deliberately asked to tick a box or anything. The terms and conditions are just there somewhere on the page. This method is actually not as enforceable as the reader can argue that they did not see it nor read the terms and conditions. The second method is the click wrap method, which is the most common method used, where there is a tick box that you should just click and accept. These terms and conditions are generally binding and therefore also enforceable. But no one reads this. But if you were to read it, you might find these facts quite interesting. Apple tells you that you are not allowed to make a bomb with your Apple product. If you do not agree to these terms, enjoy your PC Mennonite. Amazon includes a clause referring to the zombie apocalypse. Tumblr is quite serious about the age restriction. You have to be at least 13 years old to use Tumblr. We're serious, it's a hard rule, based on US federal and state legislation. But I'm like 12.9 years old, you plead. Nope, sorry, if you're younger than 13, don't use Tumblr, ask your parents for a PlayStation 4, or try books. So what can we actually do about it? And what are the people in America gonna do to our South Africans over here anyway? Close your eyes and just click away. It's a catch-22, because you want the app. No, you need the app. But you cannot have the app unless you just agree to the terms and conditions. Maybe if companies gave you the option to agree or disagree, you might consider reading it. Would you?
No.